Welcome, welcome. And if you're never able, if for some reason you're unable to make it to practice, with your confirmation email, you have a Zoom link so that you could Zoom into it instead. If you're away on a hockey tournament or on a holiday or something, you can Zoom into your classes instead. And if you miss the time, you can always check it out on YouTube after. Free, I don't know if you know that YouTube is free, you could subscribe for free. Okay, let's get started. We'll start up at the tops of our mat. So for our week, this week we're doing a little bit of focus on twists, so really good for your digestion and your internal organs. Let's make our way into our standing mountain pose. Close your eyes or keep them open, whatever works. Pressing down into both of our feet. Softening our shoulders down and away from our ears. Softening our knees as well, but keeping some strength in the muscles that surround our knees, our core. Checking in with the balance and the breath. Inhaling today, filling yourself up with joy. Exhaling, feel that joy radiating out into the world, out to others. Inhaling, filling yourself up. Exhaling, radiating that joy out into the world. One more beautiful breath in, feel the lungs expand, they open, and exhale, relax. Moving on to our flowing mountain. Inhale, reaching our arms up to the sky. Exhaling, bringing our hands back down towards the earth. Inhale, sweeping up and lengthening. Exhaling, hands to our sides. Flowing through all on your own. You can close your eyes. Pressing down into both of our feet. So during our practices, we do a warm-up, some sun salutations or our version of them, then strength building poses, balance, and then we go down to the floor for some deep stretches. We'll turn our flowing mountain pose into a flowing aeroplane. So we're coming halfway down, our hands reach back, inhale, back up on an inhale. Exhale, hinging at our hips, stretching the backs of our legs. Inhale, coming up. Flowing through at your own pace now. A little softness in our knees when we hinge forward. If we're at home or using a chair today, on the edge of our chair to keep a little bit of focus still on balance. Forward and back. Warming up right now, our back, our shoulders, our legs. A few more. Turning our flowing airplane into a flowing chair. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come to heart and we sit back. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hinging back. All on your own. Modifying to suit your body in this moment. Letting go of any judgment, especially with thoughts just internally towards yourself. Let those go. Throw them right out the window, those thoughts. Few more of our flowing chairs. Pressing into both of our feet. A few more. Reaching up to the sun and then sitting back. Last flowing chair, we'll come back to a mountain pose. Bring our hands by our sides. Reaching our left arm up. And pressing into our left foot. So actively reaching up and a little hinge over if you want to. You could use your other hand on your hip. If you're taking care of your shoulder though, or your back, bend your elbow and just reach with the elbow instead. You can support your head like a little pillow all the way up. Other side. We'll reach whilst we press into the same side foot. And if you'd like to, you can do a little tip over or bring that hand over here to support your neck and reach with your elbow. Let's bring in both hands up. Actively reaching. So here we are in our extended mountain pose, reaching up for the sun while the feet root down towards the earth. We'll tuck our thumbs in, give our hands a squeeze around them. Oh, sorry, Pauline, you can't even see my hands right out of the camera. We'll bring it in front and do some wrist rotations. Warming up our wrists, closing our eyes at any time during the practice to keep our awareness within. Let's go one way and then the other. Get our joints ready. And then bring our hands to our shoulders. Some small circles forward. When you're ready, we'll make them a little bit bigger. Just see how the shoulder blades are feeling. How the neck's doing. We'll hold our elbows up towards shoulder height and draw them together in the front. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. No big deal. Open up. Exhale, bring it forward. A few more of those flows. Again, if we close our eyes, we can bring a little more awareness within. Also challenge our balance. Moving with your breath. Inhaling as you open up across the heart. Exhaling as you draw the elbows together. Let's bring those elbows together in front or somewhere towards each other and tuck our chin in slightly. Lifting up our head, then lifting up our elbows and sliding them back. So bringing them forward, up, back, and down. See how those shoulder blades are doing? All right. So I know I said twist. I better put a few of those in the warm up. We'll bring our fingertips to our temples and some twisting standing abs. So lifting our right heel, turning towards our right knee, coming back to center. Heel goes down, exhale, other side. Inhale, exhale, twist, inhale to center, exhale goes down. If you'd like a little more sensation, you lift the whole foot. Flowing side to side with your breath. If you're at home, we can do the same thing. Lifting that knee up. We're using our chair. Twisting, warming up our spine. Stepping softly back down onto the earth, right? Let's walk a peaceful path on our mat on the earth. One more. Shoulders are feeling nice and warm. Let's bring our hands back behind us, open up across the chest. Or you could be just reaching back. So you don't have to bring those hands together. If it feels okay for you and you don't tend to get dizzy too much, you can hinge right down to your forward fold here. But if you do happen to get dizzy easy, we'll just keep our head up above our heart. Soften our knees and feel our chest expanding. Everyone will release our hands. Let's sweep it all the way back up. Inhale and a flowing forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, swan diving back up. So we're diving forward, lengthening, and then reverse diving back up. If you are taking care again, maybe only going halfway down or doing our aeroplane flow that we did earlier. So check in, letting go of any competition today. And if the back is feeling good, we add in a little back bend up at the top. That's only if you're feeling great in the spine. A few more of those. Get the spine moving, keeping our bodies healthy, our spines healthy with movements. Last one, holding it all the way up. We'll take our right hand up, grab a hold of the right hand as we press into our right foot. And then taking that right foot, either planting it, putting it on the heel, or bringing it around and across. And an option to tip over. Pressing into both of our feet wherever we are. Feeling blissful, beautiful, bountiful today. Bring it back and we'll do the other side. Reach it up. Choose if you'd like to have your mountain feet for your stretch. here or all the way over. You could be on your chair here, focusing on the upper part of your body. And release. Let's take our left foot back, or adjust your clothes like that. Take your left foot back. We'll turn our toes out towards those top edges of the mat for moonflowers. So if you're at home, you could be on your chair, right? Or your chair could be in front of you as an option. Breathe in, reach up, breathe out, bend our elbows, bend our knees. Inhale, rising up to the sun. Exhale, sitting back onto an imaginary bench. If we're healing our knees today, not going down too far, keeping the chest lifted. If it's okay for us, closing our eyes, bringing our awareness to our core, pressing into both of our feet. If anyone wants to add sunflowers in, it's the same movement, but we hinge to the mat, hands to the mat, and then sweep up. So either chest can stay up or you can go into your sunflower flow. Closing our eyes, maybe touching our thumbs at the top together and our pinky tip to the bottom. A few more. Last one of those. We'll step up to the tops of our mat, lift that back heel, step up to our mountain pose. Big, beautiful breath up. Forward fold, exhale. And the halfway lift or monkey pose. We come halfway up, those shoulders go away from our ears. Our strong core as we draw our navel towards our belly button and fold again. Let's flow through that a couple more times. Using our core to lift us halfway up and then folding again. Lifting nice and strong and then relaxing. Great job. One more. Sweeping it all the way up, inhale. Exhale, let's bring our hands to our sides in our mountain pose. All right, so there's a bit of our warm up done. Our music seems to be repeating, sorry about that. Don't have my watch. I've lost all control without my watch. Okay, yeah, I'm like, oh, what time is it? Okay, so we'll do a sun breath. If you're a regular practitioner and you want to go through some full sun salutations, you can, or we'll do the sun breath with me. Come up to the tops of our mats. Big, beautiful breath up, inhale. Exhale halfway into our airplane. So just start to check in with those hamstrings. Back up, breathe in. Now we can do a full fold or you'll stop on your chair. Halfway lift, breathing in, rolling those shoulders back, and then folding again. Sweeping all the way up, feel the sun radiate. Exhale to chair pose. Back up, breathe in. Exhale to our mountain. Let's do it again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane. And that's somewhere you could go again if you don't want to bring the head above the heart. Back up. Full forward fold, exhale, let the head be heavy, a small bend in our knees. Halfway lift, breathe in. Folding, breathing out. Inhale, sweeping to the sun, pressing into the earth. Exhale to chair. A few more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, your full inhale to come up. And your full exhale all the way into forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Inhale, sweep to sky, reach up. Exhale to chair. Back up, breathe in. Exhale to mountain pose. Nice and strong in our mountain. And again, rise up, inhale. Exhale, airplane, halfway down. Back up, breathe in. Full forward fold or do that airplane again. Halfway lift, breathe in. Folding, breathing out. Sweeping all the way up, inhale. Exhale to chair. Back up, breathe in, nice, big, beautiful circle. Exhale to mountain pose. We've got a couple more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, halfway airplane. Back up, breathe in. Exhale, full fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Sweep up to the sky. Take that whole inhale, exhale to chair. All the way back up. Exhale to our mountain pose, and we'll do just one more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane. Halfway up. Exhale, full forward fold. Feel your back stretching. Inhale, halfway lift. Folding again. Sweeping all the way up. Exhale to chair, and we'll hold in our chair here. For a standing cat and cow, unless you would prefer to go down to all fours, you'll go to all fours now and do your cat and cow on the floor, or you're standing with me. I'll show both. So standing cat and cow, we draw the knees to the elbows and roll through, separating our shoulder blades. And then draw the hands in, wrap the elbows around the rib cage. Cat, exhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Couple more of those. Or you're on all fours doing our cat and cow. It's up to you. Depends on if you like getting up and down off the floor. We'll hold in either standing or all fours for spinal balance. So if you're standing, your right arm goes forward and your left foot goes forward. If you're on all fours, reaching one arm forward and the opposite foot goes back. And we flow. Opposite hand and foot, or we're standing. Yeah. So all fours, yeah, spinal balance right here, thinking of lengthening, getting our brain involved. Amazing. If you are on all fours, you'll make your way back up. So maybe that's a down dog, one foot in front, rise up to our mountain pose again. Bring our hands to our sides, and let's take our left, your right hand, push it away, and your left ear goes towards your left shoulder. So we're stretching our neck on your right side. So you push away with the hand. Bring the head up. We'll push away with the other hand. Breathe. Bring that head back up. Let's bring our hands back behind us, maybe clasp them. Our thumbs can give our necks a little massage here. And if it feels okay for our necks, we'll tuck our chin towards our chest, drop our head, and not so much pulling on your head, but maybe just the weight of your hands on the back of your head, or even just gravity stretching our neck slightly. Beautiful. So we'll release the hands, bring the head up. All right, so we're nice and warm now. The sun's out for us. So let's move on. If you need a drink, of course, grab yourself a drink. There's extra water bottles on the back by the coats. Okay, sun salutations check. Let's go on to our strength portion of the practice with some twists added on. So we'll go through our regular warriors and then add some twists. Let's bring our right foot up to the top of your mat and take your left foot back. Just a short stance, warrior one, dropping that left heel down, bending our right knee. Settling into your warrior one. Hands will come to our heart, or they can be up. So we're pressing into both of our feet. And if you wanted a little more sensation, that foot goes back slightly into warrior one. Close your eyes, settle into your warrior one. If that doesn't feel nice and you wanted to use a chair, maybe not today or at another practice, you have maybe the corner of your chair supporting your backside. Let's bring our hands to our heart and lift our back heel. This is where that chair can be really helpful for your hands or your backside here. Because we're going to twisty it, revolve it. Our left hand going towards our right thigh, our right hand going onto the lower back. Or Left elbow or forearm down to the right knee, and you stack your palms. Or left hand to the block or a chair, other hand up. So a few modifications, you can check in. The chair can be really helpful here. Or again, you can have your chest up. Just making sure that chair is not going to slip at all. Be very careful. All right, we'll unrevolve. Take our left heel down to the mat. Open up our wings. Straighten out our right leg. So now your right leg's forward, left foot back. For triangle, let's open up our chest towards the windows. Amazing. We'll reach your right hand forward and then hinge it down towards your shin or your amazing chair or a block for triangle pose. You're taking care of your top shoulder or arm. You can tuck that arm back behind you. Breathe. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Anchor to your breathing. We'll bring our gaze down to our front hand. Lift our back heel as we come back to our lunge, bending our right knee, rising back up to our lunge. Breathe. Pressing into our front foot, reaching back with our back heel. Let's go into some cactus arms, stretch across our chest, bringing our elbows somewhere around our shoulder height. Hands come to our hips. We'll draw our left foot in about a foot and put both of our heels down on the mat. They're facing towards the top edge of your mat. We hinge into pyramid pose. A little bend in both of our knees. They're pretty straight, but there's always a micro bend. Our hands can come down to our chair, or they can stay on your hips. Or you could bring them down to the floor or block. And any more modifications, maybe chest expansion if you wanted to, nose towards shin. Breathe and feel that beautiful stretch down the backs of your legs, along your spine as the hips reach back and the head is long and strong. The breath is big, beautiful, full. Wonderful job. Let's step to forward fold. So that left foot comes up beside the right. We'll take a little fold down. Halfway lift, breathing in. Folding, breathing out. Inhale all the way up, sweeping to sky. Exhaling to chair. Breathe. So a great spot to be is on your chair. All right. A nice gentle twist to our chair today. The hips are shifting back, so we can most likely see your big toes if you were to look down. Left hand over to your right thigh. Your right hand comes to your lower back. A gentle twist, only bending our knees as much as we want to today. Pressing into both of your feet, remaining present. Let's untwist, open up like you want to give me a big hug. You can after, if you have a mask on. Back to our twist on the other side. So your right hand reaching across. Your lower back is supported by your back hand. Breathe. Alrighty, beautiful. Let's straighten out our legs, open up. Exhale to mountain. Let's flow a little bit, a couple sun breaths, and then we'll do the other side. Big breath up. Airplane, exhale. Back up, breathe in. Exhale, big fold. Halfway lift, breathing in. Folding, breathing out. Sweeping all the way up. Exhale to chair. Back up, breathing in, sweeping to sky. Exhale to mountain. All right, so if you're using your chair, that'll move over to the other side of your mat, or it can stay right up at the top, depending on what you're using it for today. So this time, your left foot coming up to the top of your mat and your right foot going back. A short stance warrior one with a bend in our left knee, or more of a long stance warrior one. So especially if you're taking care of your knee, we're a short stance, even with that foot more slightly forward. Rising up with our arms or keeping them at our heart center. Closing our eyes and breathing. Let's take our hands back behind us now, opening up across our chest, really great for our posture here as we stretch across the heart. And if you'd like to, we can bow into humble warrior. If that doesn't feel nice, you can stay up. If we are bowing, we'll release the hands, bring them to our front thigh, rise up. Wonderful. Lift our back heel, making our way into our lunge. With or without our chair, under our hip, or under our backside, or under our hand. Oh, that feels good. Stay right there, rising up. And then option today to add that twist. So this time your right hand will go across to your opposite leg, your left hand into your lower back for your twist. Anyone that wants more sensation, you can bring your forearm across, stack the palms, or hand to mat and arm up. If the mind wanders, that's okay, bring it back. Bring it all the way back. All right, we'll take that heel down, rise up, straighten out our front leg. I'm just gonna walk in a bit. So if you ever feel like you have not a great stance, you're never stuck. You can always adjust your feet anytime you want to. Let's open up. So make our way into triangle. So now your left foot is facing up towards the short edge of your mat, and your right foot is mostly facing towards the long edge. Reaching your left hand forward towards me, and then hinging down into triangle. So bringing your left hand to your block or your chair, and your other hand is just reaching up to the sky with our palm facing the long wall. So we're open across the chest. Amazing. Breathe. Think of only reaching up. We don't have to reach back, just up. We don't have to do anything, but breathe. Check in again. How are you doing? We'll take a look at our front foot, lift our back heel, we come back into our lunge. And then we'll step to our chair pose. Sinking down into the support of our feet. Breathe. A nice high twist now. Let's open up our wings. And bring one hand forward, one hand back. Keeping our chest up. All the way to the other side, nice and strong through our pelvis. So we're twisting mostly above that belly button. Bring it all the way back around. And forward fold, exhale. Let the head be heavy. Maybe even let your head dangle side to side, shaking our head no to any expectations today. Halfway lift, breathing in. Folding, breathing out. Sweeping all the way up, inhale. Exhale into mountain pose. Wonderful. We got a couple more sequences to do. So from our mountain pose, we'll be stepping it back into warrior two this time. Right foot goes forward. Our left foot goes back. But this time our hips and our chest are open towards our long edge. And we open across. Bending your front knee, but still pressing into both of our feet. Relaxing the shoulders from the ears. Noticing the spine, the center of your body, connecting you. Let's bend our right elbow and place it down on our right knee or on a chair in front of us and reach our left arm up towards the sky. And if you'd like to add a little more, you can reach it up towards me. As we reach through that left hand, pressing into both of our feet, or both hands can reach towards me. But one way to work towards that is when we're in this position, just starting with unweighting the elbow just a little bit off that front leg and see how that feels for the back. Amazing job. Nice and strong through our core. We'll lift ourselves back up to warrior two. Look at our front foot. Rise to our lunge as we lift our back heel. And forward fold. Exhale. Let the head be heavy. Let it dangle. Inhaling, halfway lift. Folding, exhaling. Inhaling back up. All the way up. Exhaling to mountain pose. And then stepping your left foot back. I mean, your right. Bending your left knee. Yeah. And your back heel goes down onto the mat. You're bending your front knee. We're opening up into warrior two on that other side. So we press into both of our feet. Nice and strong. We'll check in just how that knee is lining up, kind of towards the middle of our foot. We can close our eyes and soften our jaw here. Amazing job. Bringing our left bent elbow to our left knee, reaching our right arm either up to the sky or reaching it towards me. If you are healing your shoulder though, you could even go ahead and tuck that hand back behind you, bending your elbow. If you want to work towards lifting that front elbow off, you can check in with how it feels, just to unweight that elbow a bit. If it doesn't feel great, put it back down. Breathe. Feel, listen to the body. Looking at our front foot, we'll lift our back heel and push to forward fold. Exhale. Head is heavy and strong. Our neck getting a nice stretch. Halfway lift, breathing in. Folding, breathing out. Inhale, sweeping all the way up. Exhale to mountain pose. All right, warrior three, and then we'll be doing, well, both of them are balanced poses, but one's a little more balancy, that's a word. So probably not. So for warrior three, a great option is to have your chair in front of you. But of course you don't have to, you could use the wall or blocks. So we'll take our left foot back, bend the front knee at first and just look in front of it. So taking the weight onto the front leg. And when you're ready, we can move into warrior three. We lift the back foot, straighten the front leg. Maybe our chair here in front of us or our block. Breathe. Our chest is facing the floor, our hips facing on the floor, or the front of our pelvis facing the floor. Breathe. There's an option, of course, maybe tapping that toe down if this is not feeling great for your back. All right, we'll be rising up to a standing position, bringing that left foot through and either placing it on our chair or keeping it up without. Yeah, so here, or straight. Ooh, not for me. And let's move on to our twist or a block. You could always have that foot on a block, so it doesn't have to come right up to your chair, or we're here. And your right hand will come across to the outside of your knee. And we'll open up and look down that backhand. or block or chair, right? Modify to suit your practice in the moment. Honor your body today without judgment. Amazing job. We'll untwist ourselves, take the left foot down, step the right foot back, and we start to move into our warrior three on the other side. We'll take the weight onto your front leg. And that's where we can make a decision that's best for us to move up into warrior three. Hands on our chair or a block, or even reaching towards me if you wanted to play around with full warrior three. Long through our necks as our heels reaching in the opposite direction. Beautiful. All right, let's lift up our chest, come to a standing position, draw this right foot through. It's either up on our chair or on a block. Let's open up our wings. Can help with our balance as well. Choose to stay there or add our twist. Your left hand towards your right leg. You can reach your right arm back and look down it. That'll challenge the balance for sure. Or just bring your lower back or your hand to your lower back. But whenever we take that gaze kind of away from the front and look back, it'll challenge. Beautiful. Chin around, chest around. Let's take our hands to our lower back. Do a little standing camel. So either full support back there, draw the elbows together, or your fists. If you're on your chair at home, holding on. All right, a tiny little back bend if you want to. Draw the elbows towards each other at the back, soften the knees. Lengthening the spine. Lovely, all right. We'll unwind into a standing cat now, tucking that tail under slightly. Letting the head be heavy if that feels okay. All right, let's straighten it out. Inhale, sweep up to the sky. Exhale, bring our hands by our sides. All right, I think we have deservingly made our way down onto the mat. Big breath up. You can dive or stop on your chair to step back. We'll go down onto all fours. How's your knees, Bernie?
I got my head here.
Okay. We won't be on all fours for long. Just a few. All right. So we are adding that twist on today to our practice. And how we're going to do that is bring our left elbow to our right knee here, or just reach your knee forward and your hand back. Just a little bit of a twist. And then the other side. So either that little crunch underneath and hold, or hand towards the knee. Amazing job. Moving on to puppy pose. So the hips, pardon me, are above our knees. So we're not sitting back to child's pose. And our right hand will sweep through. And we're in our puppy pose, and we can use our left hand to kind of keep us steady here on the mat. No weight in our neck. Our head is free of weight. Then we'll use our left hand to push us back up and sweep the right hand through first. Puppy pose with a twist. The head doesn't come right down to the mat, so you can always put a block underneath it. We'll use our right hand to push all the way back up, and we'll take a seat. So dropping down onto one hip, sweeping our feet around to the front. You can adjust your pants here, your shirts, these pants, I tell you. Okay, Let's do our boat with a little twist today. Some space between our knees. So you maybe make some connection down into the earth with your sit bones. Some space there, and then we lift up and nice and strong. Leaning back just enough to catch you. So maybe you're holding onto the backs of your legs, keeping strong across the chest again. Breathe. And if you'd like to today, we'll bring our hands over to one side. Could even do palm. You know what? Maybe this might be a little bit better. Let's press our palms together at heart center and twist above that belly button across so your hips are still stable. If anyone wants to lift a foot or two up, they can. Foot, one, maybe two, maybe not. Bring it around to the front. Let's do the other side. Our twist. And again, check in with if it feels okay to lift a leg or not. Breathe. As long as we're breathing, we're honoring our body, doing yoga, breathing, untwisting. Give yourself a little hug. Hopefully you've had, this isn't your first hug of the day. Actually, it's my first hug of the day too. Let's lift it up. We'll be moving into tabletop or bridge pose. So if you're not comfortable putting the weight of your body into your hands or you're taking care of your wrists, you'll roll onto your back. So there's this one, or onto our backs where the shoulder blades support the weight and there's no weight in our hands. So either bridge or tabletop. Wherever we are, we're opening across the front of the body, pressing into both of our feet, breathing, feeling, making sure to listen to the body. We'll slowly lower our backside down onto the earth so our whole spine is down on the mat now. Let's lift our hands up and our feet up. If this is not comfortable for you, you can have your knees bent or have your hands by your sides. Tucking our thumbs into our hands again. Let's do some wrist rotations. Waking up our hands, going one way and then the other. Strengthening our core here while we hold our legs steady. We'll keep our hands strong again and now do some ankle rotations. Your knees can be bent if that feels a little bit better for you. I'll move this one closer, Burton, in case you need that a little bit closer. And now we'll have some fun with dead bug flow. Hey, fun for our brain. So our hands go up and our feet are out again, how we were before. And then dropping our right leg down onto the mat and our left arm up back behind us. Still keeping our other hand and foot up towards the sky. Bring it back so that all four are reaching back up, and then switch sides, your left foot and your right hand. This is where our brain needs to keep our awareness here anyway. That's definitely have to focus. Then we'll start to flow side to side. Moving between the two. And again, if you're taking care of that back, maybe you've got bent knees instead. Last one. We'll let our knees all bend. Now we'll take a little rock side to side, massaging our lower back down into the earth. Amazing job. Taking our knees to 90 degrees, so the knees come out above our hips again. Our shins are parallel with the floor. And we'll open up our wings, so our hands are wide. breathe. Just using our core to hold our legs here. So if you feel like your core is not working or there's not enough sensation there, you want to make sure your knees aren't coming towards your chest. You want to get that core working. And dropping our knees over to your left side, anchoring through our shoulder blades. If your knees don't quite get there, you're not alone. You could put a block underneath them. Unwinding or winding, however you want to look at our twists today. Radiating joy. About 5 more breaths. So we're staying a little bit longer in the twist towards the end of our practice. Notice the strength of your core muscles again, and draw the knees back to center. If you're using your block, you'll also bring that block to the other side and put the knees over onto the other side, anchoring our shoulder blades, breathing. Enjoying our twists. Bringing our kind and gentle awareness back to our torso to use those muscles to lift our legs back up. Taking a rock again, side to side, massaging our lower back down onto the mat. Lots of twists and turns today. Moving into happy baby as an option. If it feels okay, we find some space between our knees. The soles of our feet face up towards the sky. We're drawing our knees down towards one of the outsides of our ribs or our armpits, holding on either to the backs of our legs, our ankles, maybe it's the tops of the feet. And we can rock your baby if you want to or not. Modifying our practice to suit our body in the moment. I'm just here to give you a few options and guidelines, but making sure to do what feels right for you. All right, let's draw those knees gently back towards each other again. Place the soles of the feet down on the mat. We'll be making our way into our Shavasana. If your back's feeling great today, you can extend those legs out long. If you want to take care of your lower back, maybe though we walk our feet out towards the side edges of our mat and the knees drop back towards each other to create a little bit of space in our lower back. Our hands can be by our sides, anything that feels nice. If anyone would care for an eye cover, please raise your hand and I'll bring you a little bag around. What we've been working towards, the best pose of all. Now it's time to release any remaining tension in the body, to take in some deep cleansing breaths and soften into the support of the earth. Feel the earth rising up to meet the weight of your body, supporting all of your needs. Breathing in the air. Exhaling away. any more tension. Softening our jaws. Softening our eyes. The eyeballs simply resting in the sockets of our head. The weight of our eyelids, noticing. Feeling smoothness across our foreheads, our cheeks, our ears, everything. Relaxing, healing. Some space between our teeth. It feels okay, letting the tongue even fall right down from the roof of your mouth. Feeling space spread across our collarbones as our shoulder blades sink down into the earth. Noticing the heaviness of our arms, our upper arms, our elbows. This feeling of healing and relaxation spreading down into your lower arms, your wrists, moving into the palms of your hands, moving through one finger at a time. Bringing our awareness to our belly, feeling the softness, noticing our breath, the gentle rise and fall. Feeling our spine melting down, relaxing into the earth. Our backside sinking down. Noticing where the backs of our legs meet the mat or our feet. Relaxing our upper legs, our knees. Our lower legs, our ankles and our feet. Even the soles of our feet. All of our toes. Radiating today joy. Breathing in and feeling yourself light up. As we breathe out, letting that light and joy go out into the world. Inhaling, you're lighting up. Exhaling, you're sending that light out into the world. We can stay here with that visualization of light or healing, or simply notice the breath for the next few moments. The mind wanders, that's okay. Bring it back. before we come out of our relaxation today. A little question to take you through the rest of your day. Asking ourselves, what can I do to foster more happiness and joy in my life? Let's wiggle our fingers and our toes, our wrists and our ankles. Noticing any last areas of discomfort, making sure to take care of those parts of your body today. If we've got our knees bent, let's move our feet side to side or our knees side to side, just waking up our hips again until we're ready to roll right over onto one side. Take your time getting there. There's no rush. Notice a breath or two there on the side of your body. And then you can use your top hand when you're ready to press down into the earth to make our way gently and peacefully back up to a seated position with your legs either in your crisscross, or again, if you're taking care of your knees, maybe it feels better to have your legs out. Let's take a big breath in, drawing in some joy. Exhaling the feeling of joy out into the world. One more big, beautiful breath of joy in. Exhale to the heart. One more. It feels okay for you today. A little humble bow down towards the earth. Thank you for practicing with us today. With me, namaste. Enjoy the rest of this, what looks to be a pretty great day. So get out and enjoy it. Feel the air, feel the sun, all those great things. The earth beneath your feet, you know. All the miracles. All right, everybody.